Welcome back to the Prepper Jack channel. Everyone is always welcome here. I try to keep this channel positive and upbeat while I make videos about precious metal stacking, prepping, and scrapping. So if you like that type of content, I hope you will subscribe so you don't miss future videos. Today I wanted to talk about my strategy when it comes to stacking silver. As some of you know, my goal right now is to build back the silver bar portion of my silver stack, and I have been making good progress with that. Now, I still try to add to my coin stack that is mainly American Silver Eagles and Canadian Maple Leafs every year, but I'm not going after any new collections or real high premium silver right now. I'm really just trying to add more weight to my stack these days, and I have a few reasons for doing that. Like many other silver stackers, I've learned a few lessons along the way, and one of those is to limit how much high premium silver I go after. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have a lot of high premium coins and rounds, some very nice collections, and full sets that I've collected over the years that I enjoy from time to time. But my reality is this: once I check it out, put it in a capsule, play with it a little, it heads off to either the vault or storage to be with the rest of my silver stacks, and I may not even look at it for months. I have to really consider how much high premium silver I buy because once it's 10 years old and showing some toning, a lot of those cool old coins and rounds will only bring you spot price if you're lucky. And some of the online dealers that buy silver may just look at it as cold silver and offer you below spot price. That is why a lot of silver stackers just go after silver buffalo rounds and generic bars these days. Like anything, you should balance out what you're doing. But my experience with selling silver over the past few years went kind of like this. I was able to do really well unloading the generic bars, rounds, and miscellaneous stuff like constitutional silver that was super worn or what I consider a silver slick. I offloaded a few other things that I wanted to consolidate and purge from my stack, and I did well, only because silver spot price had really gone up over the last 10 years. I didn't want to sell any of my collections or high premium silver, and one of the reasons was when I looked at the buyback prices online, some of those pieces I paid twice spot price for were only going for spot price now. I sold a few duplicates on eBay and other sites, but it was a ton of work, and the onesie twosie sales, they take a lot of time. So maybe you really don't want to stack silver buffalo rounds because maybe you already have a bunch of them and it gets boring. I totally understand it. I get it. I purged all my buffalo rounds a few years ago and I don't think I have a single one now. But I do stack buffalo coins. Just I stack them in gold now. Every year I buy two or three and I'll continue to just buy buffalo coins till I have a small herd of 20 that fill a tube. I mean, I still have another 3 or 4 years to go, but it could happen sooner if I see the price of silver spike and I have an opportunity to exchange silver for more gold. I mean, if you sell 1,000 rounds for $40 each and you only paid $30 each, which is kind of where we're at now with premiums, that's still a 25% profit margin, and I'll take that all day long. So I've been taking a look at all the different kinds of generic coins and rounds out there that are really comparable in price to the silver buffalo, and here are a few that I've started adding to my generic silver stack. I picked up some of these Unity rounds that were only 28 bucks when I purchased them. And I always try to buy 10 of everything so that I don't have just a whole bunch of onesie twosies out there. Even if my funds are low, I'll just try and buy at least a couple at a time until I have at least 10 of the same kind of round or coin. I think these are really cool looking with a ton of detail, and I may buy even more if the price doesn't spike. Another coin I just added to my generic silver stack is the King Arthur Late Queen coin. These are 3/9 fine silver. Kind of funny how it's not King Charles on one side, the Queen on the other, but I'm sure they're working on that coin too. It just seemed like it was worth picking up 10 of these. The price was $29 each, price the same as the generic Buffalo. So, hey, I'm adding another 10 of these to my stack. Yeah, so the other generic priced silver coin I found was this. It's called a €5 Malta Cross coin. These were only 29 bucks on pre-order a few weeks ago, so I'm still waiting on the other 20 of these. But I'm glad I snagged them before they went up in premium because they're obviously pretty popular. They went from like 29 bucks to now they're I think 35 bucks. I think a lot of people want them. So that's my silver stack and strategy right now. I'm waiting on delivery of my last five Germania, 10-ounce bars. And, while I'm waiting on the Royal Canadian Mint bars to become available again at a decent price, I'm stacking generic rounds and trying to buy each style in stacks at least 10 or more. It's possible we will see another silver pullback and even one that could last for years. So at some point, you know, you just never know. That's why you got to stack responsibly. And this video is not intended as a financial advice, nor am I recommending anything. I'm just sharing my experience and what I'm currently doing. But I also want to mention it may be a good time to make sure you have a stack of small denomination bills, ones, fives, tens, and twenties. It might make a lot of sense in the future, especially if the cash supply becomes limited. No one wants to pay $100 for a Big Mac, but it could happen if no one's given change. Thanks for watching, everyone, and until next time, I hope you protect yourself with preps, eliminate your debt, and just stack everything. Jack's out.